Hey everyone, Brian from Barrel Traders here. Just watching Jay Powell doing his thing, spitting out money, just blowing up that balance sheet. Anyway, I love this meme. It's funny. Uh, Hope everyone's having a good night. It's Wednesday, May the 6th, and let's just get into the market action here and take a look at how we're faring so far during the week and what we have to look forward to as the week progresses here. So you can see here all the indexes got into the last hour of trading and we really started to hit the skids. Markets started to sell off, pretty much all the markets. You can see here just from this pictorial of how we're doing here, what sectors are doing well. You can see technology is still green on the screen, as they say, and the rest of it's pretty red, except for our buddy Amazon, which has taken over the retailing world. So let's get right into the indexes here. I've got some interesting things that I've noted tonight and just wanted to talk about quickly. So you see here, one of the things I've noted is the transports are really starting to break down here. So you can see here we had this comeback period of consolidation, tried to break out, was what you'd call a false breakout, which there was, usually you'd look for a breakout, a check back, and then a continuation higher. Instead, we got a breakout and come back right back to support here. And now we've tried to break out again and we headed lower. So this is not, from my view, this is not looking positive for a bull case. You can see here RSI made a lower high here and looks like we're heading lower on the transports as well. Volume not huge, but MACD about to go negative, stochastics heading lower. So everything here tells me that the market, that at least in this, and if you're looking at the the transports, it looks like it's market's heading lower. Um, here's this yield that I've been talking about going higher. Really like this trade. Here it looks sort of like a bit of like a head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders. But regardless, we had a low, we had a higher low, we had a higher low, higher low, and now it looks like we're just continuing higher here. And this was a trade I took using TBT, RSI looking good, MACD's trending higher. So still in this TBT. I did take a little bit off today on it, but we'll talk about that in a little while. Let's get to talk about the indexes quickly here. Sort of the same story as the transports. Really false breakout, pullback, tried to pop up Tuesday, and now we head lower again. Now we've lost this moving average. And to me, this chart tells me it looks like we're heading lower. RSI is rolling over here. MACD's looking like it's going to go negative if it hasn't already. Again, sort of same story as the transports. IWM, again, kind of same story all around. RSI, lower high, failed breakout. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. I mean, we could bounce here and go back up, but there's a lot of things that are telling me it looks like we're gonna maybe roll a bit here, roll over and head lower. Obviously, the technology is continuing to lead us. This breakout here, bit of a check back, and now we're trying again to break out. Couldn't do it today. Finished well off the high with a indecision doji candle. Volume still pretty lackluster. Not really seeing any type of conviction in terms of buying or selling. Um, RSI is still maybe trending higher a little bit, but again, the MACD looks like it's kind of gonna go negative here. So again, not. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can break out the rest of the week. If anything's going to do it, it's going to be the Qs. Again, sort of the same story here with the SPY as IWM and Dow. Won't repeat myself, but again, looks like we tried to get through this 2900 twice and have failed. So I think we're going to maybe head down to this level of 2800 might be a logical place for a bounce. Again, RSI looking like it's made a higher or a lower high. Skipping over the weekly charts right now. Dollar was strong today. We've had a gap up on the dollar. Euro must be weak, and you can see it looks like it's going to maybe continue to be strong, although there's very little volume on UUP. Again, this is a dollar index measured against other currencies. It just kind of gives you an indication where the dollar is compared to the rest of the world currencies. A lot of it depends on the euro and the yen. VIX actually had an update. Looks like we actually may have put in a double bottom, which might bolster some people's theory that maybe we're going to head lower. Because if we do head lower, people are going to start reaching for protection. They're going to start buying options. Price of options are going to go up, and the VIX is going to go up with that. So maybe a bit of a double bottom here on the VIX. Again, we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see how we close out the day. Let's talk about the ETFs quickly. Again, emerging markets aren't going to be great if the dollar's strong and if it gets stronger. Sort of same tail of the tape here with XLB, the material sector. Again, with a strong, if we're looking at this economy is going to get strong again, you want to see the materials start to move up here, not move down. Energy, I thought that the inventory report on oil wasn't that bad, but again, the oil sold off. This is the an ETF that has all the big oil names in it, like Exxon, Chevron, that kind of stuff, and it sold off on the day, so it looks like it's maybe heading lower. Again, same story with RSI, really low volume though. This is one that really caught my eye, if any of them did. It's the XLF, which is the financial sector, and this looks like it's well on its way to going lower. This doesn't look like it's thinking about it. It looks like it's going to go lower. It's already, we've kind of had a double top here, broken down. We didn't get much of a bounce at all. And it really sold off hard today. This is telling you something. The MACD's going negative, RSI is heading lower. I'd be looking for more financial weakness as the week goes on. Of course, the technology is a opposite story. If anything, it's pulling us higher, and that's what's keeping this market floating right now is technology. And kind of makes sense, all the companies that are putting out technologies that are going to help us through this, work at home, work remotely, work all that technology stuff that's going to continue to be used regardless. So again, this is obviously where the money is going. Although volume was really light here today on the XLK. Consumers, staples. This is kind of interesting. Money's flowing into riskier stocks. It's also we're getting more interest in protection with the volatility index going up, but the safety trades are dropping. So this would be staples, the stuff you always use: toothpaste, toilet paper. I guess as long as we have our technology, we don't need that stuff. I don't know. And the utilities, another safety trade. This is a little puzzling to me, but again, this looks like it's heading lower as well. But this is typically the kind of sector you go to when you're just not sure about things, because people always use electricity. So strange. Actives, got some GDX still, and got a nice pop here, and still holding that. It tried to break out here. We've gotten a bit of a pullback. I'm still in it, and I still think we're going higher with all the money printing. And Jay Powell, my meme that I showed. So here's the way I'm playing the increasing yield that I showed at the second chart, the 10-year yield on the Treasury, And you can see here I was speculating just by the chart. I was thinking yields are going to go higher. So I did buy a bunch of calls on this because it's not going to move a lot. So calls are going to give me a better leverage. And I bought the 16 calls. I think they expire either May 20 or May 22nd. Anyway, still got lots of time on them. I'm a little bit concerned about this candle here, this doji candle, which looks like a reversal candle to me. But RSI is still going up. MACD still strengthening. Stochastics are getting a little bit maybe into the overbought area, but still got lots of time on these, and I did sell a little bit of them today to book some profits. Liking that trade. I think a few more of our members are in that. TZA, I did close out the day. I did take a bit of TZA on that market sell-off. I sold some after hours because it did pop up quite a bit, and still holding a little bit. And I'm looking for maybe we get back up to 40 or get up to 40 on that trade. This trade hasn't. I got into this early, I think on Monday, and we had a nice pop-up day. Didn't sell any because I thought we'd get some follow through, but obviously not. Pullback day, came down with oil, and you can see here this is the doji I'm talking about that see on TBT as well, that don't really like to see on a long trade. So hopefully TBT doesn't do that tomorrow, but I'm still thinking natural gas has a good long-term outlook, and I'll hang into this one for a while. If it breaks below these moving averages, I might reassess if it closes below the day. Bleh. All right. And VIX I am not in right now, but again, this is a trade you could take as a bit of a bottoming action here. It does look like it's holding some support. I'm not in that right now, by the way. That's an old holding. All right, well, that's it, everybody. It's my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade, if you haven't checked it out. And yeah, so we'll see everyone in the room tomorrow morning if you can join us there. 8:30 pre-market show starts Eastern Time, live on YouTube with our usual moderators, Norm and Carlos, and then we'll pick it up and start trading the market open at 9:30. And so hopefully we'll see you all there in the morning. Have a great rest of the evening, what's left of it, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.